It's not every day a Super Bowl winning and legendary Oklahoma Sooner football coach comes to Ardmore. But what brought Barry Switzer to Carter County wasn't the gridiron. It's right here on the diamond. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many to compete in the American Western Weekend in Arlington, Texas. To qualify, the road will start right here at Harding Murphy Coliseum in Ardmore, Oklahoma. Playing at Bricktown Ballpark is only something Matt Wolf could dream of as a kid growing up in Murray County. And now he can say that his dreams are finally reality as a member of the Savannah Bananas. Well, Davis, I will just keep it simple. This year's edition of the Marshall County Super Bowl, far more competitive than last year. Right now, we're about 2 minutes left in the third quarter, tied at 14 apiece, and Medill is driving right now, right about at the 50-yard line. So let's just start from the beginning. Kingston's defense, they came out ready to play. Now, when I say Marshall County Super Bowl, we're thinking of playoff implications, a championship. Now, while this game doesn't have that, this game being the first one of the season will set the tone for the rest of the year. Medill is 30-10 against Kingston in this matchup since 1980, including that slim 1-point victory last year. So you can expect the Redskins to come into this one with a chip on their shoulder. It's not every day a Super Bowl winning and legendary Oklahoma Sooner football coach comes to Ardmore. But what brought Barry Switzer to Carter County wasn't the gridiron. It's right here on the diamond. In 2018, following his decorated career as a college and pro football coach, Barry Switzer co-founded his company, Youth Scoreboards.
Youth sports is very important. Kids need to start being a part of a team when they're 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years old.
By creating the high-tech scoreboards that can be operated from a cell phone, Switzer hopes kids will be excited to get on the field and see themselves on the big screen. There's 102 boards in Oklahoma, including 8 new ones at Ardmore Regional Park, which will cater to the park's 300,000 annual guests.
I came to Ardmore myself several years ago. And it's a beautiful park right off I-35. You can't miss it. You drive going home from Dallas. I knew they had a lot of tournaments from Texas.
The boards have been installed free of charge. Youth Scoreboards will make money off the boards through advertisements, and once their investment is restored, 20% of the ad share will be given to Ardmore Parks and Rec.
We had stationary signs that faded and this sort of thing, and we were always replacing them. But this is going to be video boards. Our special events that are coming, we can put there.
Youth Scoreboards are in Houston, Dallas, and even Kansas City, and Barry Switzer hopes to install them all over the United States. In Ardmore, Alexander Porter, KTEN News. Oklahoma or Texas, it might be hard to find a Cincinnati Bengals fan, but when Peggy Taylor Clark saw a story on Good Morning Texoma about a World War II veteran who is a Bengals superfan, she wanted to make his lifelong dream come true. Meet Gordon Hayer. He's a decorated World War II veteran and lifelong Cincinnati Bengals fan who spends every Sunday watching his favorite team from his veterans home in Georgetown, Ohio. He recently turned 100 years old. To thank Hayer for his service, fellow veteran Paul Brown made it his mission for Hayer to meet a Cincinnati Bengals player. And that's where Peggy Taylor Clark comes in, who just so happens to be the grandmother of Gordon's favorite head coach, Zach Taylor.
I thought he needs to be able to see the Bengals or meet somebody or know somebody. So I called my grandson, and Zach, knowing that it wasn't a good time of the season for him to do things for me, he's always been very accommodating.
Ahead of the Bengals bye week, Taylor made a personal video for Hayer and sent it to his grandmother.
Hey Gordon, this is Zach Taylor, head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals, and I saw a video of you on the news with your friend Paul, and appreciate your loyalty to the Bengals, appreciate your support. I know you guys are there watching our games every single Sunday. I hope we're making you proud.
A story that started with an American hero cheering on his favorite team ended with a special message from the Bengals head coach, thanks to one of the few people on earth who might love the Bengals more than Gordon Hayer.
It's easy for me to be a Bengals fan. That's my grandson's team. I always have a heart for people that have worked hard like the veterans do and given their lives for us. And I just thought these guys needed it. That's how this all came about, from Oklahoma to Texas to Cincinnati, Ohio.
And we're a week removed from a new ruling on eligibility requirements by the Oklahoma Secondary School Activities Association. Many school districts and athletic departments believe that this new ruling will change the high school athletics landscape. The Oklahoma Secondary School Activities Association previously required student athletes transferring to another school district to sit out a year before suiting up for their new school. That rule is no more, as the OSSAA's board of directors made an exception in a 12-1 vote, saying that a student choosing a new school will become eligible right away after filing the proper paperwork.
It's going to change the way people coach. You have to be a player's coach. Your kids have to like you. In today's generation where, it's about the scholarship and the, exposure that you can get at certain places. You might see some of these kids want to jump ship to see if they can get seen from someone else.
While the ruling pertains to athletics, it has school officials thinking about the impact outside of the locker room.
If it's one kid, if it's 10 students, dollars follow the kids. And so wherever the students are in school is where the state formula is going to provide funding.
According to Dixon Athletic Director Matt Suffel, families have already begun recruiting students to respective districts, despite the OSSAA stating that any student determined to be recruited to a school won't be eligible for participation.
We already have kids that have parents reaching out to them from other school systems saying, hey, come to our school when this goes into effect July 1. The athletic directors, you got to make sure that you're staying on top of your coaches to make sure that this doesn't happen.
The OSSAA says that students transferring prior to the July 1st inception date won't be considered under the new policy. Speaking with Dixon Athletic Director Matt Suffel, he believes that the new transfer rule will be more popular for single sport student athletes. In the Ardmore newsroom, Alexander Porter, KTEN News. Arguably top 3 best times of the year for sports fans. It's bowl season. The NFL playoffs are right around the corner when they're thick of the NBA season. But for athletes, especially our hoopers, a former one like myself, those winter break tournaments were always the best. And it was one filled with great memories for Tom Bean. Lady Cats taking on Prairie Land. Into the second quarter we go. Lady Cats trying to get the ball into Allie Hickman. When your center calls for it, you better get them the rock. And they did, and she finishes. Why not reward Hickman again? Scarlett Trevino finds Hickman on the inbounds play. She lays it up. Lady Cats pulling away, but Prairie Land not going down without a fight. Great ball movement by the Lady Patriots, and it's Addie Bettis with the finish. On Friday, Texas won the first game 4-2, and tonight, well, let's just say it wasn't as high-powered. Top of the first, man on first and second. Josh Young hits a line drive to right field. No Aaron Judge, no problem. Jake Bowers slings it to home plate to catch Nathaniel Lowe, and the Rangers get robbed of a run. When Matt Wolf took the mound for the Davis Wolves in middle school, he knew he wanted to be a pro. He graduated from Sulphur in 2006 and played collegiate ball at NCTC, Southeastern, and East Central before hanging it up for 10 years to be a coach.
This opportunity arose, and I went and tried out, and here I am.
This summer, he helped coach Ada Junior High's offensive and defensive line, a position he started in during his playing days at East Central University from 2012 to 2014. Working with these middle schoolers has helped Beal connect his glory days with his work days.